platform for us to open up our mind. This is an open conversation. So if people say what they think on here, don't climb in the comments, because everyone has a right to their own opinion. That's what this live is for. Let me bring someone else in. I want to hear from a couple more people before my phone dies. Ty Dollar Sign, what up, brother? Let's see here. I'm just picking random people in my live. Hollywood, what up, brother? Thank you for the article the other day, too.
Yo, Berner, what Goin?
What's up, brother? How you feeling?
You saying you good, yeah?
Well, yeah, I'm good. Where you coming from?
Coming from the UK, Birmingham,
UK.
England.
What's going on out there in England?
What's going on? Well, all the schools are locked down, kids are locked down. We're only allowed to go for like a jog once a day. Me personal, my theory, I think it's man-made, fully man-made. China's got something to do with it big. America's looking to buy something. Some nuclear wars, nuclear bombs been made, but it's all nuclear, it's all man-made, man. Trust me, trying to wipe us out.
If you look at like some of the history and the way that some of the things that we believe happened intentionally, the way this thing was rolled out perfectly. The story behind it, the news media behind it, and then just switched up. People were getting it, but they're okay. It was just for the elderly, and people with underlying health issues were worried. But now I know people around my age suffering from this. We're in bad condition. So did they enhance it? Was it not doing what they wanted it to do? You know what I mean?
See, my partner, she's just said to me the same thing. Like her friends are getting like infected. Like she was working with someone a month ago, and like they was all right. Yesterday passed away. So like it's really hitting home now. But
yeah, me too.
What is it, bro? Like it can't be a flu, like you just says. It can't just spread so quick. How can a bat cause something that's just like, do you know what I mean? A lot of things are happening in China, but we're not getting coverage.
Yeah, I think that some of the stuff coming out of China is definitely a little false. They don't want to really admit what's going on. But I do know that a lot of my business, when it comes to the clothing and some of the other accessories I do, have been held back because of this. It's fucked. You know what I mean? Let me ask you a question. If they say in the UK that you have to take a mandatory vaccine to go back to school, to have your kids go back to school, for you to go back to work, would you take it?
My kids ain't taking it. My kids ain't taking it. No way. I think
Respect.
me and my missus have an argument if my missus say that they're not taking it. No way,
Respect.
bro. They want to chip our kids. So the next 10 years, our kids are going to be chipped, bro. Like,
I seen an article come out today about Sweden. There was a guy in Sweden showing off his microchip, saying how he doesn't have to, have the key for his work. When he goes to the grocery store, he doesn't have to pay. That's what I really think a big agenda behind this is. People microchip.
This is what they were saying about China with the cameras on the lampposts, and they've got like 2 cameras on each road. Every minute you walk down, you get in your face zapped. Have you seen it? Like China works like, and then they've got that new phone thing where you don't even have to talk to anyone. You can just use your phone, and then that does everything for you. The transaction tells the person what you want. So it's like some next kind of thing that's happening when they're trying to control us badly. Trying to put our numbers in and down. Like you gotta think like my nan's just going through chemotherapy. I can't even go knock on her door.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I'm scared of microchip. I can't lie. It just takes our freedom away 100%. Well, I appreciate you checking in, bro. Look, stay safe out there in London. Keep your family safe. And I'm glad you said what you said about the vaccines, brother.
I'm glad you added me, bro. I like the respect, man. Trust me.
Respect, bro.
Yeah, love
right on. Yeah, so I read an article today about Sweden. They implemented some microchips and some people out there, and they're kind of like making it seem very normalized. Like, yeah, when Billy goes to work, he doesn't have to have a key. And when he pays, he just shows his arm and, this and that. I mean, they're trying to make that a new normal out there. That shit ain't never going to be normal to me. That shit is weird as fuck to me, for sure, for sure. Lulu, what up, brother? You're right. At the end of the day, my boy Lulu just made a good point. All we can do right now, all this stuff is to expand your mind, but at the end of the day, staying in the house is all you can really do. And I encourage everyone on here, if my phone dies, that you do stay in the house and keep yourself healthy. I do know how the people dealing with this right now, this shit is real. It's bullshit. I do also believe that because it's real, they're taking that and they're using it to their advantage for the media ratings, to sell a bunch of bullshit medicine. They're taking it and they're running with it. Whether they put it here or not, it doesn't matter. It's real and they're running with it. So keep your mind healthy. Let me tap someone else in. AD, what up? I'm gonna tap you on right now. Hold on a sec. Smoke your own joints too. Don't be smoking some bullshit and passing it around. What's up, AD?
My guy, what's
What up?
poppin'?
Man, I'm chilling, brother. Break it down, man. I got a couple percent left on my phone. What do you think's going on, bro?
I just let me tell you, I just tapped in. So what subject are we on with COVID? Are we talking about the whole deal, or what are we talking about?
I mean, we were kind of all over the place because I got high before I did this. But what we were just talking about was some of the microchips being implemented in Sweden. We're talking about the new rules that are being laid out across a bunch of states, at least over 15 states, about people being fined or put in jail for up to a year if they're outside and not practicing the stay inside rule, which I can't really, implement that in
I
some
mean,
cases. So
listen. I don't know about getting locked up for a year, but if motherfuckers dumb enough to just keep going out, we need to all work together to contain it. You know what I'm saying? No gatherings, no get your homeboy's house because your homeboy can have it and have no idea. And y'all sitting there passing joints still like peons. We smoke to the head, so they still just going out and about doing shit when we just need to take this time, expand the mind, let it work through the system, as they say. And it's like, I don't know, bro, because it's a lot of things different. Everyone I see talking about taking money out the bank, do this, that, and third. Well, what happens when they have to cover this $2 trillion that they produced out of nothing? They just produced $2 trillion, right? They're gonna have to cover that from somewhere. The physical currency is gonna be worth so much less when things like even Bitcoin went down, gold went up. You know, with gold, I'm your jeweler. I do pieces for you. You know how gold has changed. When you started shopping with me, gold was 41,000 a kilo. Gold's 54,000 a kilo. The rich get richer at a time like this. It's like the billionaires, the brands, the Purells, the Cloroxes, the motherfuckers. They're sitting there laughing to the bank right now.
do you think that they're going to try to wipe cash out of our like, as far as a currency, they're trying to get cash out of here and have
A
one
thousand
common
percent.
currency?
Yeah, they want to, like, here's the thing, and when people say take your money out the bank, you got to have money in the bank to live these days, to pay certain bills. They're not going to allow you to even walk up. Like, honestly, most banks around me, they don't even allow walk-ins anymore, bro. You can't even walk, especially right now. You can't walk in to make a bank wire. You got to do everything on mobile. You got to have money to move around. You got to, like, I'm high as fuck. What you asked the question was, I kind of went around it.
No,
Do
if
I
they're
think
going to
they're going
try
to
to
get rid of
eliminate
currency?
cash.
Yeah, I think they're going to, because they want to be able to report everything. They want to, because a lot of people want to sneak it under the radar. You've learned as a businessman to report this shit is very serious. Like, you have to report it because you have to be able to spend it knowing you can spend it. You know, and these cats want to go around that, so they think, oh, we'll just take the money out. And when they get rid of the dollar, what are you going to do? You're going to have a bunch of paper that they're going to change, or they're going to change the regulations on. They're going to, they can already detect when it's over 10 bands. You know how to press against the strip and feel
Yeah. Yep.
the government's crazy right now, and this is just a time for them to show more power and to I mean, the control is crazy. The mind control is
So
crazy,
someone made a
man.
good point right now. Someone said they're not even taking cash in Philly. I've been to 4 spots recently where they're just not taking cash. It's weird.
Yeah, a
AD,
thousand
my
percent.
my phone's about to die. Let me grab a couple more people before I
Much love, man.
tap
Real
out.
diamonds.
Hey, real diamond.
Real diamonds, my
Real
brother. Love you, bro.
diamond.
Be safe, man.
All right, brother.
All
Peace.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the trip. I've been 4 places, and they're pretty big businesses where they said they're not taking cash right now. And so maybe it might be a long-term play, too, with all this shit going on. I don't know how, but maybe trying to get cash out of as a currency out the way. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about that. I want to talk more about so he had a good point. He thinks that maybe it is necessary to have a little rules in place right now for people outside. But I see a bunch of dumbass motherfuckers outside just chilling. You can't do that right now. Whether this is man-made or it's not, it is real. So we have to keep people safe. You can't just keep going out and hanging out with I miss the homies like a motherfucker. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm doing this right now. I am legitimately running out of things to do in the house, but I'm staying busy. But you guys gotta be smart. You guys gotta stay inside and keep yourself away from this bullshit. Let me try to tap someone else in. I want to find someone in the medical field. I want to line that up for tomorrow's live. All right. Oh, this guy declined. He wasn't ready. Let me see here. Shout out to Cookies, Michigan in the building.
Fuck yeah.
What's
What's
up, brother?
cracking, Big Burn?
How you
Salute, my
feeling,
brother.
man?
Good as
So what?
fuck talking to you right now.
Where you coming from?
I'm coming from LA, my boy.
What's going on out there in LA, bro?
LA's crazy right now, Big Burn. I'm tripping the fuck out. You know what I mean? I was waiting for a big preacher like you to come out, you know, to the people and talk to. You know what I mean?
Man, it's
But
important for all of us to talk to each other. That's what we're here for. Let me ask you a question. Do you think this is a man-made situation, or this come from a bat?
you know what? In my opinion, Big Burn, I do think this shit's man-made. I
Yep.
do think this shit has to do with, you know, our fucking government, or, you know, our president and shit. You know, sadly. But yeah, right here the schools are closed, the banks are fucking lined up, you know, to get shit all lined up, Big Burn. And yeah, everything's all fucking, you know, unquestionable and shit. Like,
You got kids?
I got my family, you know, we're all immigrants and shit, we're all Mexicans and shit. So, you
This is
know,
actually
things.
a scary time. I'm glad you brought that up. This is a scary time for immigrants because, you know, a lot of our people are working in the fields and doing jobs with, you know, they're not letting them go quite, but you see ICE is doing a bunch of sweeps right now too. So
I mean,
it's a weird time.
I've heard ICE, you know, hitting around LA streets, you know, a lot of independent businesses out here, Big Burn, you know, they're shut down. If they're a type of, Walmart, all the white, you know, supremacy shit, you know, that's all open, you know, Walmart, all that shit, you know, doctors and all that. But when it comes to independently immigrants around my city, at least, all that shit's shut down. You know what I mean, Big Brain?
Let me ask you a
Oh,
question. If they come out with a vaccine and they say, listen, for you to go back to anything you're doing, you gonna take it or not?
nah, I've been good right now, Big Burn, and you know we going the way we going, and if not, fuck it, hit Mexico, Big Burn, we out of this motherfucker. Shit.
Respect, brother. Look, I'm gonna tap another person. Stay safe, brother. I see you on the road, brother. Stay safe,
All
man.
right, Big
Stay
Burn,
safe.
I see you. I see you.
All right, G. Hey, man, that brings up a good point. For all the, you know, immigrants out here working in fields or doing labor, you know, they can't benefit from the stimulus package. And people might say, oh, they shouldn't be here anyways. They're here and they're doing work to keep us fed. And they're providing helping provide a lot of the produce in the stores that are keeping us fed right now. So for them, I feel a lot of pain because if they cut them out of work,